Good morning, everyone. My name is Utoxin, and welcome back to Utoxin Plays Factorio.
And I am Taryn the Sidekick.
She is. Today, we are going to start working on nuclear power. We are probably not going to get finished in one episode, but we are going to get started. The first thing we need to do is we need to get Covarex enrichment going. We have enough resources for it. If we come over here, we shall see, once I get around all my smelters here, if we come down to my centrifuges over here, we should have, oh look, we got another one while I wasn't here. So we have 65 uranium-235. That is pretty good. I am going to lay down another... okay, hi, yes, thank you for finishing that research. We're going to have it research worker robot speed. It'll take a while, but... where does this want to go? Right there. Okay, of course. We'll go ahead and just stick it right on this side. It's not going to be a perfect layout, but I want to get better robot coverage over here. Okay. Get some power over here. There we go. How are we looking? That's better. Okay. This is going to be the area where we do our Covarex enrichment. But I'm also going to automate centrifuges because they're a pain to build. They take a lot of resources. And we're going to need quite a few of them. So, with that area over there prepared, we're going to automate centrifuges right here, right by our build anything, which has got quite a bit of stuff in it now. Oh, one thing I should do, that I researched as part of getting this ready to go, is I need to have this start building requester chests and active provider chests. Okay. There we go. Those are two of the key things we're going to need for this build. So we're going to come down here, and we are going to plop down an assembler, and we will do that assembler like just somewhere right over here. There we go. Now this is going to be making centrifuges. And then I need a requester chest, which I should now have several of. Awesome. We're going to paste the request into there, and that is what it is going to request. I already have gears in the network. I have cement in the network, or concrete. I don't think I have steel plates or red circuits. So we're going to need to add those to the network. So we're going to come down here to the bottom of this red circuit line, somewhere right in this area. We're going to throw a passive provider right there, and we're going to do that. And we're going to logistics network limit this guy. Keep 500 red circuits in the network. Okay, so there's that. Now I need a steel guy that does something similar. I wish my steel production was a little bit better, because it's kind of low right now. but I guess we shall make do. That's going to be one of the things I need to prioritize next is steel production. We'll do it right here with a filter inserter. Do I have any filter inserters? I do not appear to. Go ahead and craft one up. There we go. You are going to be grabbing steel and also less than 500 of it in the network. Okay. There we go. So that should be all the supplies that centrifuges need. Yes. Then we will put down a passive provider. And boom, boom. This is just going to be capped at 1 stack of centrifuges. Alright, so there we go. That will get some centrifuges built for us. Actually, we are going to use a stack inserter there, because that is going to be slow if I don't. It's still going to be relatively slow, but that's okay. Okay. Are we going to finish putting stuff in? Yeah, we're onto the concrete now. Good. Logistics, we're looking good. It is so nice to have requester chests. That is a major step forward for our logistics network. Alright, so while it's crafting those, let's go over here and think about our layout. For Covarex, it takes in, if I remember the process properly, no, that's uranium processing. There's Covarex. Takes in 40 of the 235 and 5 of the 238, and outputs 41 and 2. So it turns 3 238 into 1 235, effectively. We need to loop this. Yeah. Let me go ahead and put in a request for like 5 centrifuges for now. They'll get here as they get built. Now, how do I want to lay this out? I could use someone else's existing design, but I haven't. Hi, are you going to bring me that one? Thank you. They got me 2 of them already. That's good. Okay. So, we have centrifuges set to do Covarex. I want them to self-feed. And I honestly don't care if they overfeed themselves. It will slow down how soon I start getting a surplus, but I don't mind. So, we will have a line down this side and a line down this side. And they got me a 3rd one. Good for them. I'm going to do 5 Covarex processors initially, I think. And the Covarex processors will extract... I'm going to want filter inserters for this. I'm going to want multiple filter inserters. Let's go ahead and make a bunch of them. Okay. I wish I had green circuits on me so that I could make those faster, but oh well. How are these coming? These are... I still got quite a bit of uranium to process out of there, so that's good. Okay, so we will extract first. Then we will pull back in, like so. And now I won't do it with 2. 1 is fine. Okay. Okay. So this upper line is going to be the 235 line. So this is that. This is 238. Okay, there we go. Whoa! Hi, where did you come from? Where did you come from? Maybe up there? Okay. We need to run out this way and see what's going on out here. Because that was not cool. He might have come from this spot up here. I don't know. Just one lone biter, and there's no other attacks happening. Has there been a nest that spawned out here somewhere? And our pollution was starting to reach that guy. So I might need to grab my tank and go up and deal with that nest. And so far, there's no nests that have apparently spawned out here. Okay. Well, we'll call that good for now, I guess. It really makes me a little uneasy, though. We'll definitely have to protect this area well. Head across this train line. That train is moving, but my current trains move so slowly that it doesn't really matter. Okay. That was weird. How are we doing down here on copper? Oh, those have cleared up. Quickly eating our way through that patch. It's a good thing we have the copper train. Okay, let's get back over to this. Then that needs to insert an insert. Okay. Alright, so that should reasonably well self-feed. We need to make sure that it doesn't jam up with 238. It needs to be able to continue producing 235. So we should side load. This is going to be kind of a looping track for the 238. It's going to loop like that. Okay. If I sideload the 238 down here, then that should always allow those to output. Oh, no, I know what we can do. We can do this with circuits. We can do this with circuit magic. Okay. We will read those sections. These are read belt contents, and they are hold, like so. And then I will have 238 come in here. Apparently I ran out of green wires. Need to get those automated. And this is enable disable, where 238 equals 0. So if there's no 238 at any of these spots to be picked up, then this will allow 238 to feed onto the belt. That I like. And we're going to have 2 more centrifuges for now. Okay. We're actually going to do this in one tighter loop. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that I like. That's a good format right there, I think. Cool. Then these can go like so. Okay. Insert. There we go. There we go. So that's 5 centrifuges set up for that. And that can just go off to be a supply line. And then this just needs its initial 40. Although, honestly, I can go ahead and give it the surplus. That's fine. And then we need to feed... Okay. Let's pull up these inserters. And these chests. Actually, we can do it like this. We can do requester chests here. Nope. Here and nope. Here. And these can just be inserters. And these can request 238. Like 50 of it. Okay. And these can be passive providers. There we go. Okay. I want to watch this until it's done. Want to make sure that it does what I think it will. This appears to be working pretty much perfectly. Yeah, that is doing exactly what I want. Good. Okay. Yes, that is perfectly self-feeding. Good. Awesome. That did its job exactly. And that worked well. Good. Okay, so now I need to get these hooked all the way back up. And these can just have 235 supplier chests. I can go ahead and just do that now. This can be 238. This can be 235. There we go. And those are all in a network. Good. Excellent. There's our next round done. This will take a little while to get going, but once it does, it's going to speed things up a lot. So yeah, now we're up to 27 surplus right there. Good. Okay. Yes. Oh, and I need... do that and that. There we go. Those are all set up properly. Good. Okay, that means we can soon start using some fuel. I don't know if I have speed modules automated anywhere. Oh yeah, I do. I remember. Let's go steal some off a belt. Because I've got some automated on a belt over here. And I would like to speed up my enrichment machines. Yes, here they are. 25 is definitely enough. Let's go get those installed. And that will be Covarex enrichment running. Slip through the oil area. And drop some speed modules in these centrifuges. What is that, about a 20% speed up? I forget how much they are per... It's a 40% speed up. Cool. Yeah, that is definitely faster. Cool. And we're at 29 now. Those are all running smoothly. Good. Excellent. For now, this can just terminate in a passive provider chest. Like so. It'll be a little while before it gets down there, but not as long as you think. Once this hits 40, I'm going to go ahead and manually start the second machine running as well. Okay. Awesome. Yeah. All right. That means we should... we will soon have nuclear fuel that we can use, which means we should start automating the rest of the stuff we'll need for nuclear power. So if we come up here, I can go ahead and cancel my order for centrifuges now. And put my surplus 5 in there. So the rest of the stuff we'll need for nuclear power is heat pipes, heat exchangers, and nuclear reactors. That uses steel, copper, and pipe. That uses steel and copper. And that uses close to the same stuff as this. Okay, let's do that. No. Yeah, that's fine. This is going to be that, which means it needs copper. Times 500. I don't think I have copper in the network right now. So we should do that. Let's see. None of that area is covered by the network. This area is. So like right up here, just after this balancer maybe? Or actually, let's do it just before the balancer. Yeah, that'll work. I need a power pole. And sure, that. And this should be logistics connected, copper plates, less than 500 in the network. There we go. So that will get that running. And this should be limited to 1 stack. Now, let's get the other 2 going. This is heat pipes, this is heat exchangers. Okay. Steel and copper, this just needs pipes. 100, 200 is multiplying by 10. So this wants 10 pipes, so we'll do 100 pipes. Pipes. Oh, yay! Faster bots. The next bot research requires space science, which we don't have yet. Let's go ahead and research. I had this running. We'll let that finish. Then I need pipes times 100. There we go. That can be limited to 1 stack. That can be limited to 1 stack. There we go. So that's going to use up a lot of copper and steel. Not to mention red circuits. Wow. This is running well? Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and speed it up. All right. I think we are good for this episode, guys. We got Covarex enrichment running. We got all the pieces for a nuclear reactor automated. Next episode, we will do our best to get nuclear power actually up and running. I'm going to kind of do some AFK idling to let Covarex get caught up. I'll probably go deal with some biters, since there seem to be some biters who are upset with us. But for now, my name is Utoxin. This has been another episode of Utoxin Plays Factorio, and I will see you next time.